liver transplant because she suffered with alcoholism, and she's been drinking since she was a teenager, and she's suffered ever since she was an adult with this. So her partner, Alan, had said that he would do a partial liver transplant for her. Well, she didn't stop drinking, and I know for a fact that when you are on the waiting list for a liver, they tell you not to drink or they will not perform the operation. So, since the doctors somehow found out that she was drinking while she's been waiting, they're refusing to do the transplant. Now, this leaves Amanda with only a few weeks to live, and if she's lucky, she might get a month to live. Her partner is trying to hopefully take her to Europe so she could get the transplant. But it's gonna cost the treatment and everything $300,000. What do you think about this? Do you think they should have did the procedure, or?
At the end of the day, we purchase so. Because when these procedures do happen, if the doctor tells you, hey, stupid, don't drink, don't do anything, don't do this, they mean it. They won't do a procedure with you being like all the way intoxicated. And plus, what's the point of saving your life if you're just going to ruin it?
I think that's the point, because I know I had a cousin who was suffering from cirrhosis of the liver, and she was on a wait list, but she kept drinking, and they told her, and even though she was young, they told her she couldn't get the transplant. But she passed away not from cirrhosis, but she passed away later on from an accident.
Still sorry for your loss.
Well, thank you. But you have to follow these orders because they got to get your body prepped a lot of times to be able to handle the surgery, be able to handle the new organ that's in your body. And, you know, my best friend suffered with alcoholism, and he passed away from cirrhosis of the liver. So I know how important it is to, like, detox your body and get it prepped and be ready to live a sober life. And she was supposed to enter treatments, and she didn't do that. So now, like you said, she's paying for the consequences of her actions. And my thing is this, like, I feel like two ways. I feel like, you know, you're paying for what you're doing, and they weren't playing with you, and they wasn't telling you just for no reason. They were telling you this so they could save your life. They gave you that option and that opportunity. And there are like thousands of people who are waiting for transplants, so why not give one of them a shot? Now, on the flip side, this is from her partner. So, see, I feel so conflicted. Like, I feel like you're getting it from your partner. It's not like someone passed away and this is like a donor's liver. This is literally from her partner. So I feel like maybe they could have gave her the transplant, but then I get what you're saying too, because it's like, what's the point in doing so if you're going to go right back and destroy this liver?
Yeah, my whole entire thought process is this. Like, I get it, alcoholism, a very strong addiction. I get that. And that's not, an addiction is very hard to break for a lot of people.
Right.
So I am not going to tote on, you know, somebody's alcoholism. Any addiction is almost like a disease. You can't get rid of it sometimes.
Right.
So, but when it comes to life and death situations, she had that option. She could have sought help to get better, and ultimately the addiction won.
Yeah. And I feel like that, you know, regarding my best friend who passed away, he was given the choice to stop drinking, and unfortunately he kept drinking, and it got worse and it got out of hand until he eventually met his demise. So yeah, I think it's on Amanda has to take the blunt of the responsibility. The doctors gave you an order. They were trying to save your life, but they can't save you if you don't want to be saved. And I mean,
especially, like, could you imagine, like, okay, let's just say a loved one of yours passes away, and they happen to be a donor, and their liver was about ready to go into another person, and then you found out the person that got your loved one's liver is actually a raging alcoholic, and he just goes right back to it.
yeah,
Then your friend's organs went to waste.
Right.
Because there's people that suffer from this disease that don't even drink. There's many people that have like liver problems, heart problems, whatever type of donor happens problems, that they actually need it and they don't have